Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Clayton Center. Before we begin this evening's performance, we'd like to ask you to take a look around the room and locate the nearest exit. In the unlikely event of an emergency, please use these exits to safely leave the building. For the comfort and enjoyment of your fellow patrons, and especially for our performers, we'd like to ask at this time that all cell phones be muted or turned off. And if you're taking any pictures or video, we ask that you make sure that the light is turned off. That can be extremely distracting for our performers, so we thank you for that consideration. And I think you're going to be in for an extraordinary evening of entertainment tonight. To tell you more about that, I'd like to introduce the director of the Clayton Youth Theater, Ms. Nikki Dyke.
Before we get started, there are a couple things that I would like to say. First of all, we have some special guests this evening from Athens Drive High School, and I want to thank you all for coming, and we're glad you're here. And of course, we couldn't do what we do without our amazing sponsors, so please take a minute to thumb through the playbill, look through the sponsors and advertisers, and when you visit these businesses or come across these individuals, please thank them for supporting the arts in our community. We just couldn't do it without them, and we're very thankful for them. And there are three sponsors that I would like to acknowledge this evening. At the producer level, I would like to thank Dr. Mike and Dawn Bagley. Would you join me in thanking them? Also at the producer level, please join me in thanking Johnston Health. And our presenting sponsor this evening is Carolina Electronic Assemblers. We're so proud of all the support we have in this community, and it's because of that support that I'm able to share some exciting news with you this evening. If you haven't looked in the playbill, please do. There's a note from the director, me, in there, and it explains about some of the exciting things that are ahead for our program. We are really taking a strong focus on theater arts education, and while that's always been our focus, we're actually going to be building that out more and offering a full theater arts curriculum. We're going to be building out that program, and you will see those classes rolling out as soon as this fall. So we're very excited about that. We also are expanding our camp programs this summer, and probably the most exciting news is that this is our final show as Clayton Youth Theater. After tonight, we will be operating as Carolina Youth Theater, and we're very excited about that. You may ask why, and it really comes down to wanting to reach more people. We feel like we have a very special program here. We have fantastic students, and we want to invest more in our community and the surrounding communities in our area. And so we're very excited that this summer when we launch The Wizard of Oz, there's going to be a lot of fun around that. And again, look for us as Carolina Youth Theater. Same great program, just a different name. So we're very excited about that, and I'm thrilled to share that with you this evening. And now, for what we're doing this evening, The Diviners by Jim Leonard. This is such a special show, and these students have done a brilliant job of taking great care with this script. You're going to see students that are so mature in their craft. They've been very careful, very gentle, very kind, and they have put together just a beautiful show for you this evening. So I can't wait to share that with you. Enjoy the show.
Now, just before Buddy Landon passed on beyond us, there was a storm to the sky like no other. And I was working out to the fields, down along the creek there, when I first felt the air start to change. I looked up at the clouds, I heard the wind blowing, and I says to myself, Basil, I says, don't stand out here like a fool to the field. Get the tools to the barn before the storm hits. And
and I would run like the wind right after the boy died, calling all over town for his father, fly by the dry goods, and all through the diner, looking clean over Zion to find him.
So I set the tools down, and I turned my head to see the air all in motion above me. I'm standing there near the barn there for shelter, and the clouds are as dark as the land is long, circling and swirling like a fire to the sky.
And I looked,
And I seen
and
it.
I hollered,
And I knew.
I said, Ferris! Ferris, the boy's dead now for certain. Buddy Layman, he's passed on beyond us.
And like a slate wiped clean, or a fever washed away, where there was fire to the sky, now there's nothing. Where there was clouds, there's just blue, the sun.
His only son gone. It's me who brings the word when I find Ferris Layman that morning. I seen him there like he's a wood stick, carving in the wood frame door. I says, Ferris, I'm sorry. He don't move, he don't speak. I says, his son, he's passed on beyond us.
The idiot boy is dead, don't you see? Buddy Layman's gone. There's no telling the weather. When he said it would rain, we laid our fields in rows, and we knew it would be a good season. You see, a man works, and he waits, and he hopes, and he plans. But it was that boy who told us the weather. And that boy, he was something. Something else for a fact. Couldn't talk for 2 cents or take the time to tie his shoes. But he seemed to know things. Know things you figured nobody knew. Without drilling rigs or men with machines. Without nothing but a willow rod in his hands. Buddy Layman came onto my land in late spring, and he set himself to witching a well. Call it vein finding, water witching, smelling, seeking, or divining. Lord knows. But that boy, he had a touch and a feel for water.
Water! Water!
Come on, boy, you'll find him.
Would you look at him go, Melvin?
Which ain't nothing. It's that stick there that does all the work, dude.
Oh, like hell it's the stick?
Like hell if it ain't.
Bud knows what he's doing.
He knows next to nothing.
Hell if he don't.
Hell if he does.
If you fellas keep up this ruckus, you'll throw the boy off. Now, how many times have I told you tonight? This dousing's a delicate business.
Well, I doubt he's gonna find any water.
Oh, the weather. The signs are all right on the money. It's May. It's a full moon, not to mention a wind from the east.
The signs don't find water. You want water, you hire a drill rig.
Oh, the weather.
We've been chasing through the fields half the night, and there's been no signs of nothing at all.
Oh, just give the boy time.
How's he gonna find any water when he won't even touch it? He don't wash, he don't bathe. The boy's dirt from head to toe. I mean, Basil, he's not even baptized.
Oh, that's because he feels it right to the bone, don't you see?
He feels it. He feels water.
Oh, she's on it now, baby.
He's on it good.
Come
Come
on,
on,
buddy.
Ron, you gotta
Come on,
get water.
Dallas.
Let this
Dallas,
thing
go.
shut
Come on,
up.
go find him.
Come on,
You gotta go.
water.
Sweet Jesus in heaven, would you look at that?
He got you some water. He
You
got
done fine, bud. You done fine by me.
He's a good guy, Basil.
Oh, you're a good guy, buddy Layman.
Boy, you hit it right on the money.
Oh, you done a real fine job, buddy. Like a real fine.
Damn fine job.
Hey,
Damn fine.
Let's get to work. Never seen such a job.
It's a hell of a job.
Now I'm not paying you boys to stand around cussing and shaking hands half the night. Now run up the barn and get the shovels.
You want him to help you?
You done your fair share, bud. Now you just go on home and tell your dad I'll be sending over a dozen or so bushels of corn and wax beans come this fall. And you remember to tell him I thank you.
You thank him?
Well, I thank you, my friend.
Hey, honey, you wouldn't want to show Luella how to work one of these things, would you?
How to work it?
How to make her find water.
Well, he looks to the sky
Yeah?
and he thinks on his mom.
Your mama? You thinking of her when you're trying to find water?
I can't take my eyes off you for 2 seconds, Mother, without you running off all over the fields.
He's playing, Jamie.
And you're supposed to be sweeping.
Would you look at that boy? He can't do nothing right. You see the broom right there? He couldn't get it meant to work. And you see how he done with his shoes?
Buddy.
His sister says, buddy, you're supposed to keep the shoes on your feet. Your dogs ain't supposed to be naked. See how he acts like he's dumber than dirt.
Don't call yourself names.
I can't help if he's daffy.
Now, Bud.
He's a loony little coot for sure.
Let's get to work.
Let's get your boots on.
You don't want to wear boots.
Buddy.
Let's get some dirt into it, dude.
It's a good chunk of digging.
There ain't enough dirt there to hide a worm.
Listen, I'm standing here sweating, doing all the work, and you're doing nothing but lean on that post hole.
You trying to tell me I don't know how to dig, huh? You trying to show me what's what with the shovel? Well, listen, dude. I've been through the best damn training Uncle Sam's got to offer. Got sent through basic training 2 times in a row. Now, I may not know much, but I know what's what with the shovel.
Oh yeah? Why don't you do it?
Why don't you give me a little room, pal? Give me a little room and I'll tear this hole up.
Oh, would you fellas shut up and get to digging for water?
I'm gonna find us a well out here, Basil. There's nothing but mud in that hole.
Oh, Llewellyn.
I tried the stick, Basil. I give her a shake and it's worth next to nothing. You are wasting your time on that hole.
Take your time with those laces.
You can make them tie.
Oh, Buddy Lane's not crazy. He's just smart enough to fool with you, Basil. Leave you digging out here for nothing. When a farm needs a well, you got to use machines.
Shovel.
Shovel.
Even a fool knows that folks need a drill rig for water. Sticks and shovels get you nowhere in this land.
Post holder.
Post holder.
Indiana is nothing but rocks and mud, Basil. Clean down in China, it's nothing but rocks and mud and rocks. And it takes a full-size drill rig to dig down the water.
Oh, put your back at it, dude.
But no, you wouldn't listen. You won't use a machine. And there you all sit to your elbows in mud, and plain to see you ain't getting nowhere but dirty.
Heave some weight on it, boy. Put your back at it, dude.
Hold on.
Water?
My feet are getting wet.
Water. Llewellyn, there's water.
Water?
He did it. He tied it.
I knew we'd find it. Grab the shovels, boys. Let's get a drum going. Lord God in heaven, I'm tired.
He tried to shoot by himself. He's gonna sweep by himself. He's sweep on.
Oh, Buddy, stay on the porch.
He's gonna clean his yard, Jenny May.
Buddy.
Sweep on.
Oh, hi.
Hi.
Can I help you with something?
Well, to tell you the truth, ma'am, I'm lost.
What are you looking for?
Well, I'm not looking for nothing too special here, ma'am. I'm just kind of curious where I am at the moment. I had me a fitful night of dreaming, you see. Got myself all turned around in my sleep. And when I woke up this morning, I looked at the road one way there, and then I turned and took a look up the other. And well, what do you think I said?
What?
Well, I says, I'm fit to be tired if Indiana don't look the same no matter which way you turn. I says to myself, C.C. Showers, I says, you're about as lost on this road as a small ball of tall grass. Just stuck up like a boot in the mud. Couldn't tell coming from going or which end was up. Till I see my friend over here giving the grass once over. And then I says, now there's a man who cares about the land that he stands on. I says, now here's a fellow who can tell me where I am.
You're at Buddy Raymond's house.
I had a sneaking suspicion I might be.
Yeah, you are. The yard and the porch and his windows. And this right here, this is his sister.
Buddy.
You gonna sweet talk for a while, mister? Maybe we're gonna sweet somewhere else?
You just get back to sweeping.
Please taught her to sweep on.
Well, you know you can't be too clean, pal. Says a fine and upsetting young fellow like yourself ought to love to keep clean.
You weren't gonna make them.
Are you selling soap or something, mister?
No, ma'am.
You don't think I wash him.
Now what do you want to go scaring him for? He never done nothing to you.
Now, wait just a minute.
You just come walking up here for clear blue and go teasing folks you don't hardly know.
Now, hold the boat, ma'am. I only stopped here because I'm looking to help folks.
Are you one of them Mormons?
Put it real plain, ma'am. I'm in need of a job.
No, we're not giving handouts.
I'm not wanting a handout. I'm wanting the work. You name it, I'll do it. Yard work, housework, cleaning or mowing. I'll milk the chickens. I'll pluck the cows. I'm willing to work all day for just food. I'm not a big eater. Little tiny portions. To see me eat, you think I was raised by the birds. Crumb here, a crumb there.
Ain't you at breakfast, mister?
Not lately, my friend.
Maybe you better talk to my daddy.
If it wouldn't put you to no trouble.
It's no trouble at all, mister.
What's your name, mister?
Daddy?
CC?
You think maybe he's gonna stick around a while, Cece?
Well, it all depends, bud.
Or there's lots of stuff here, you know.
There is, huh?
Yeah, you see the woods over there, don't you?
But I sure do.
Well, that's where the birds live.
Do they now?
Oh, way up the trees, way up the leaves they do.
Now that's a good thing to know.
And you see the brown right there, don't you?
Mr. Lehman, I sure do.
Well, that's where the dog barks live.
Well, you're just chock full of knowledge, my friend, aren't you?
He donkey might be.
Beg your pardon?
He said he donkey might be.
Now you're talking about you?
Yeah, mister, can you hear him?
Yeah. Yeah, pal, I hear you.
You see the sky up there, pal?
But I'm looking right at it.
You know who lives up there, don't you?
Who?
Jesus.
Way up there?
Jesus, Son of God, does.
What do you figure he does up there, bud?
Maybe he's got a little house.
Yeah?
Maybe he's got himself a running toilet inside.
Now that's a good thing to have.
You think it might be?
Mr. Lehman, it does my heart good to meet a man who knows his way around the church.
Don't got no church, Cece. Don't do no nothing.
Your mama taught you the gospel at home, huh?
It's Mama.
Yeah.
You ain't seen her?
No?
He looks in his house, in his yard, and he can't find her nowhere.
How long has she been gone?
He don't remember. Sometimes he hears her when he's sleeping. Her voice is soft when he's sleeping, like he can touch her almost.
You mean your mama's passed away, bud?
You know where she is?
Well, I imagine she's in heaven. You know what angels are, don't you?
No.
Well, angels are what we call the people in heaven. The folks on beyond us, you see.
What angels do?
Well, for the most part, they all tend to fly around singing.
Angels can fly?
That's what they say.
Like the birds?
Like the birds.
Hey, Dad, she's up with Jesus. She's flying up to the sky with Jesus.
You're gonna be up to the sky like to never come down. You don't finish your chores by noon, boy.
He's playing with Cece.
You made yourself a friend, huh?
That guy ain't got nothing to eat, Dad.
So, you're the fellow that's looking for work, huh?
C.C. Showers, sir.
Ferris Landing, Mr. Showers. You chew tobacco?
No, sir.
Well, you oughta. Any man that wants to work in a garage needs something to chew on. Can't hire a fellow that's prissy.
Thank you kindly.
With a tasting plug, ain't it?
Real tasty.
Don't swallow, mister. How the whole point's to spit.
Beg pardon?
Too late, huh? Can I get you some water?
I'm fine. Just fine.
I'd offer you more. But with Hoover in office, there ain't much to be had.
Oh, I hear you.
You a Democrat, ain't you? Not voting for Hoover?
Oh, not by a long shot.
Don't mean to be nosy, but no man voting for Hoover's working for me.
Folks vote for Hoover, though they know where they're working.
Damn Hoover. Those government guys, they don't know Jesus from a lizard.
Nope.
Here we sit with half the damn country wound up tighter than a shark spring, and Hoover won't even let a man have a damn drink.
Ain't you figure there's maybe something to drink in these boxes?
Well, my friend, they're mainly full of nothing.
Ain't you figure there's some root beer or something?
Don't be so darn nosy.
Ain't gonna hurt him, Daddy. He just wants to carry him around a while. He wants to be a helper, like Cece.
Make a deal, my friend.
Word of honor, Cece?
You do all these cases around town for a while if you promise to bring them right back.
Lick your hand. He gotta do a good job. He's not gonna nose down at him or nothing. He knows there ain't no root beer in him. He knows. He's a good guy, that buddy. Word of honor, he is.
I'd imagine being a daddy gets to be a full-time business.
Hell, there ain't nothing to it. I raise them like weeds.
Like weeds, Mr. Lehman?
Sure, you can pluck them or trim them or hedge them all you want, but it's sometimes just best to leave them go. You ever seen a weed that ain't healthy?
No.
Same way with kids. If a tire's flat, patch it. If a car's broke, fix it. The kids are just best left on their own.
Mr. Lehman, I take it you like cars?
Mr. Showers, I love them. Nash, Buicks, DeSotos. Plus, there's a whole world of tractors out there. You got your John Deere, Farmalls, Fords, of course.
Oh, yeah?
Nothing like a good, solid engine.
No, sir.
Ever tear down a six-banger?
Well, that's quite an engine.
Hell of an engine. Of course, a flathead will put it to shame.
Oh, I'd imagine.
Ever rebuild a flathead?
Now, is that a car or a tractor?
Never heard of a flat-headed tractor before.
It's a car, huh?
Can you at least repair a carburetor? Fuel pump? Ignition?
Well,
Steering or tires? You can't patch a damn tire? Where the hell you been?
I've been walking, Mr. Lehman, for close to 3 months now. I hardly rode the car, let alone try to fix one. But I'm needing a job awful bad, see? Just enough work to feed me.
Might be if I knew what you did, I could help.
Well, it wasn't much work for me back in Hazard, Kentucky. I mean, I quit what I did, see.
You quit your job?
I just couldn't do it no more.
You left your job when there's no work for miles around.
I had to leave.
Did they fire you?
No.
Did you run into law?
I just couldn't keep working.
Then what the hell did you do?
It don't matter no more.
Can't hire a man, don't know what it does.
Look, I'm wanting to start all again, don't you see? I've been looking for work the whole time I've been walking.
And you're wasting my time, mister.
Listen, Mr. Lehman, to tell you the truth, I was a preacher.
A teacher?
No, a Bible-toting preacher.
Oh, now you're full of it, Mr. Showers.
I ain't preaching no more, though.
You're full of it, ain't you,
I
Mr.
quit. I give it up altogether. I haven't preached for 3 months now, Mr. Lehman. I went close to 12 years, then I quit. Now I'm done.
You really a preacher?
I was. I ain't preaching no more, though.
What an honor, Jenny, man. What an honor.
Bible banging, Jesus jumping, heaven and hellfire preacher.
You tell Mr. Showers the truth, Buddy Lehman.
We ain't done nothing wrong.
Just you tell him.
He got to walking, you see. His arms kind of feeling kind of lousy, see. So he says, maybe he's gonna feel a little better. He gives him some root beer. Kind of his arms hurting something off.
You didn't take nothing out of those cases now, boy.
No, Sarita, there was nothing in them.
Nothing in them?
No, root beer nor nothing. Word of honor.
So you mean to tell me the boy dumped everything you own?
They're a little easier to carry now, yeah.
All your clothes?
Blankets?
My bedroll,
Bible?
my Bible.
Everything?
Seems to be the case.
He figured he better take a little walk for now, Dad.
Now hold still a minute,
I
bud.
don't want to sit still.
Well, you're gonna sit still till you tell us what you did with this man's thing.
But now, Mr. Lehman.
Now, some things don't hurt me, Mr. Showers, but stealing the clothes off the back of a preacher isn't one of those things worth sitting still for.
A preacher?
A Bible banging, Jesus jumping, heaven and hellfire preacher, Jenny May, and your brother, who somebody was supposed to be watching, just took everything the man owns.
I can't be watching him all the time, Daddy.
Well, I can't be watching him either.
I dress him, I feed him, I walk him all over the place.
You don't want to sit still.
Honey time to spend with my friends, damn it.
Don't you cuss? This man's a preacher.
I don't care if he preaches.
Stop screaming.
Not screaming.
This man's a preacher.
Now hold the boat, William. I was a preacher, but I ain't preaching no more, though. I don't do prayers, I don't lead songs, and I give up on sermons. It's no sin to change, and I've changed. I give it up.
Ain't you gonna stick around a while, Cece?
I made it this far, I'll get by just fine.
No clothes?
Without nothing?
Cece, don't leave him.
Oh, buddy?
He could sleep in the barn, Daddy.
No, I don't mean the bird.
I don't mean to take offense, but my barn ought to be good enough for a good man to sleep in.
I'll get you some blankets.
Now listen, Mr. Lehman. I'm willing to work for my keeps.
And I'm willing to make you keep working, CC.
Come on, Cece.
Now, Bud, you sure you don't have any idea where you might have walked to my things, do you?
No. How about you?
You sure you don't know?
No. He knows where these birds at, though. And the barn, way up the roosters. There's big birds and little birds and mama birds and baby birds. And they're all flying around like angels.
No, now the angels are way up in heaven there, Bud. And the birds are here in Indiana. It's a whole world of difference, my friend.
What of nations clap for me. Let me hide myself in thee. Let the water and the blood from thy rooted side which flow be of sin that trouble cure. Cleanse me from its guilt and
I know why you're singing over Henshaw. You're singing and cleaning the whole dry goods top to bottom on account of that new slick talking preacher. Now, normal, for all we know, this guy could be a smooth talking con man. We don't know nothing about him.
You know, he's a preacher.
What church is he with?
Why, out. Why, you fellas are just as welcome can be.
Hey, did you figure you got some root beer, Goldie?
What kind of diner I'd run without any root beer?
Pretty lousy.
Well, it wouldn't be the Donaway Cafe. She made some fresh coffee, boys.
Coffee sounds fine.
I suppose you've been showing a new friend around town, huh?
Ain't much to see, Golden.
Why, there's the dry goods and the diner and the view of the river, not to mention the place where the church was. You see the church, ain't you?
Guess it must have slipped by me.
Ain't nothing left of foundation, Golden.
Well, before she burned down, she was something, I tell you. That church had a steeple so high, put the treetops to shame. And people, there were people all over. Those bells got to ringing and the whole town was full. It's a real good business on Sunday.
You don't say.
Been more people on Sunday than the whole week together. Those church folks are real big eaters. You want some pie with that coffee?
No thanks, ma'am, I'm fine.
We got apple pie, peach pie, rhubarb and cherry, whatever you want's in the house.
Well, I'd like a donut.
Plain donuts a penny, Ferris. Glazed are 2 cents.
Plain. Thank you.
How about you give him another root beer?
You're not done with that last one, are you?
There's no more down in it.
You were going to throw off your whole constitution, you know that? You drink, and you drink, and you drink, and you drink. You're gonna make yourself a regular.
Hey, Dad, you regular?
Hell, I'm fine.
No cussing.
That Goldie's quite a woman.
Well, she's pretty, but she's pushy.
Well, I notice.
Ain't nothing worse when a damn woman gets pushy.
You're gonna cuss you can eat this outside, Ferris.
It's an awful good-looking
Don't
donut.
you dare bite that donut.
I was gonna pay
You
you.
know the rules just as well as I do. No drinking, no
No
cussing, and you pray before you eat.
Keeps them posted on a sign right outside.
Care to pray?
Beg pardon?
Well, it's only right for our guests to say grace over meals.
Well, ma'am, this ain't exactly a meal.
Well, you're still the guest.
Come on, Cece. Just give her grace, huh?
You give her grace.
I'm no good at praying.
Well, it's your donut,
And
Ferris.
it's my diner. And I'd like for our guests to say grace.
Ma'am, you just don't understand.
You don't pray, he don't eat.
Listen, Cece, I'm really kind of hungry.
I know.
Just run off a quick one.
Ferris?
It's just a donut, Cece. A quick one won't hurt.
Bow your heads. Shut your eyes, buddy. Have the showers.
Thanks for the donut.
Hey, man.
What church are you with?
Golden, the man needs to give up on preaching.
Give it up.
Yes,
You
ma'am.
mean to quit?
I mean to stop altogether.
In that case, the coffee will cost you a nickel.
Nice cup of coffee.
I got her.
You about ready to go, pal?
I'm not going nowhere till the dogs feel better.
What's the matter?
He's itching.
Looks like touched the ivy.
He's itching like crazy, Cece.
All the boy needs is a tub of hot water. I've been saying that much for years. Fever weed, salt, and a hot tub of water.
He's not itching no more.
He'll be itching all over. You don't soak those feet.
Hell, I'm dirt head to toe and I'm fine.
It ain't right not to wash.
Does he smell? Does he stink?
That ain't the point, Ferris.
Half the damn world's made of dirt. The roads are made of dirt. The fields are made of dirt. Even Hoover's got mud pies for brains.
Don't go making fun of Mr. Hoover at my diner, Ferris. Bad mouth for the president, the same thing as cussing. Same exact thing to a T.
Kind of fond of him, are you?
I couldn't care less if Herb Hoover got hit by a truck in his sleep. But he is the president and I won't have a bad mouth.
Now, what did I say that's so wrong, Golden?
I ain't about to repeat it.
It said hell, said damn, said Hoover.
You see there? You see where it leads to?
What cuss he wants?
He's just a boy, Ferris.
When I was his age, I cussed all the time.
He's only 17.
And I'll tell you what, I'm a better man for
You
it.
are the most bullheaded man in the world, Ferris Lehman.
A man can't cuss, he can't hardly talk.
What would your wife say? The way you raised the boy, Ferris, it ain't right for him.
Sarah ain't here no more, Goldie.
Hey, Dad.
What is it, bud?
It's gonna rain.
A change of weather'd be nice, huh?
It's gonna rain something awful.
But the sky's awful blue.
It'll rain.
Can't you feel the clouds? It's gonna storm something awful.
Lord knows we could use it.
There's not a rain cloud in the sky.
Rain, Basil.
Rain, huh? Can't you feel the clouds?
It's what the boy says.
It's gonna rain.
Well, how'd he look when he said it?
Well, he was was scratching his feet, something awful.
Seemed pretty sure, did he?
I come walking up in the garage. I says, "How you doing, bud?" He says, "It's going to rain."
Well, the alfalfa's in at least.
Yeah,
But the rutabaga's not near.
it ain't even close.
Figure you boys can get that high lantern?
It's awful rocky,
I know.
full of rocks.
You get a turn before the rain comes. I'll give you 80 cents a day.
Well, damn.
A little rain will be nice, huh?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Hey, Basil, look at the sky, will you?
Pretty.
Ain't a rain cloud for miles.
It'll rain soon enough, dude. That boy knows.
How do you figure that is?
What's that?
Well, you've done your fair share of doctoring, Basil.
Oh, I'm no doctor, son. Most things will heal alone.
Well, how do you figure the boy knows like he does?
Well, he just feels, I guess.
Feels the weather.
Close as I can figure it, yeah.
Must be like drowning, you figure? I mean, it happens to a boy so young like
It don't take long underwater to change it.
I guess.
He was under a while, you know. The boy was only 3, maybe 4, and he was under that water for some time.
Jesus.
It was his mother that kept him from drowning. You know, she died in the water. It's a strange kind of thing.
It's kind of scary almost. I mean, Basil, the way the boy is now, you
Listen,
can't...
Dewey, you can't think like that, son. Sometimes things happen. You can't stop them or change them, and nothing's better for trying. But if a boy knows the weather, you gotta call it a blessing. It's a blessing.
Yeah. Yeah, the fields will look awful nice. Got a little rain on them.
We get that high lantern, she will.
It's good land on the rise there.
Yeah, the farm's looking fine. There's nothing so fine as the woods in the summer.
Are you feeling the birds?
Yeah, I see ya.
You see that one right there?
Well, that's a bluebird.
Oh, come he's flying.
Scared him off, I guess.
Hey, come back here, bird. Don't fly from buddy.
Whoa, but hey.
Bird, how come he's scared? Why
Hey,
you flying?
Oh, that's all right.
But,
But it gets in the woods. It's not about to sit still.
well, this old back of mine ain't about to go chasing.
Oh, you're not that old, Mr. Showers.
Well, I've been feeling it lately.
Well, come here. I'll rub your back some.
Oh,
Oh, now stop moaning and groaning and sit yourself down. Come on, he'll do you some good to sit still. There you go. How's that now? A little better, maybe?
oh, I'm dead and in heaven.
You've just been working too hard.
Nah.
Yeah, you have. You
Well,
like to work all the time, Mr. Showers.
oh, hell.
What?
A little work never hurt nothing.
I never heard you talk like you've been today.
I use those kind of words all the time when I'm thinking.
You think in swear words.
Well, I think worse things than that.
Is that why you gave up on preaching?
That's not quite how I put it.
Well, don't you believe in the Bible?
I was raised on the Bible, Miss Lady. My daddy was a preacher, and his daddy before, and his granddad, and right down the line. Boy comes to be about 17 or 18, there's no questions asked. Animal Bible, turn him loose on the world. He'll make his way fine. Be an awful fine preacher. Just like his daddy, I guess. My daddy. Now, he was a preacher. He had folks up on their feet and singing and stomping, and life was just fine. Man took to the Bible like he was there just to shout it. Go and tell everybody about the wonder and the miracle and the sweet love of Jesus. He'd say, now you there, Miss Lehman, don't you love that sweet Jesus? Don't you love him so much you could cry? Well, sure you do. I said, sure you do. I said, come on up front here and tell the whole church about it. Bring them all up front. Let them all tell the story. No sin's a great sin because all men are sinners. Yes, man, that's all men. I said all men. I said every last man is a sinner. Then there's me. I'd shout something and they'd amen right to me. I mean, I'd shout and they'd shout and all of a sudden it's dead quiet. I mean, they're looking already to holler and it's me up there just thinking. Blaine forgot where I was.
No.
Yeah, Blaine forgot what I was doing. Sometimes 2 or 3 minutes at once. I tell you, Miss Lehman, I think too much.
Think too much.
I am all the time thinking. And thinking and preaching don't mix too well, man.
Well, I never read too much Bible, but you surely can fire it up, Mr. Showers.
30 years old, it's all I ever done. All I'm good for is talking, Miss Lehman. Just running on the mouth, just jawing away.
I think you talk real nice.
You know, the whole time I was preaching, you know what I felt? Nothing.
Mr. Showers,
I felt nothing, you see.
you still sound awful nice.
Sometimes I just need to learn to shut up. Well, damn it,
What's the matter?
I just can't shut up. I guess you're just too nice to talk to.
Oh, no, don't tease me.
Now, Miss Lehman,
You make me feel like an old maid when you call me Miss Lehman.
well, you're awful formal yourself, ain't you?
Well, I'm younger than you. I'm supposed to.
Well, here we are in this day of age with tractors and light bulbs and Singer sewing machines, and you're acting like anyone older than you is an automatic mister right off the bat.
Now, don't be rounding me up, Mr. Showers. Girls 16 years old can't call men by first name. At least not in Indiana, they don't.
Let's just pretend it's Kentucky.
Mr. Showers, I can't.
Let's pretend that old beach street down the way is an old mine shaft, and that goalie right over there is an old coal train.
Oh, Mr. Showers,
Come on now.
I can't.
Sure you can.
No, I can't.
I don't see why not.
You want me to?
I want you to call me by name. Did you just feel something?
Yeah, I felt something.
Is that a raindrop you figured?
What's that?
Look at this clouds Jenny made. Right through the break in the trees there.
Oh, my Lord.
Let's find your brother before the sky splits wide open.
He's on his way home.
Hey, buddy.
He's not going to stay in the woods if it's storming.
Hey, bud.
Stacy, come on. If you haven't wanted to be scared half to death.
Hey, Dad! Hey, Dad, it's raining! Jenny Mae, it's raining! Hey, Dad! Daddy can't breathe right no more! It's raining! It's raining! Oh, it's raining! It's raining!
Oh, wait. Never saw such a storm. I like to split the sky wide open.
Buddy!
I tell you, it's wild out there.
Buddy!
Wind's blowing like crazy.
Oh, Bud, look at you. You must be scared half to death. It's all right. We're here now.
Hey, bud.
We're all right now. We're here.
Mama!
It's fun.
Mama!
Jenny Mae.
Is he all right?
It's raining!
You're gonna be fine, son.
It's raining!
Oh, Lord knows how we need this.
It's an awful fine rain. Just go to sleep.
The Spirit of God moved on the face of the waters, and the Spirit of God was there in the waters.
You see there the way the ground soaks in the water? Relax now.
Go to sleep. God said, let the waters under the heavens be gathered together. And God said, let the waters be gathered together.
The highlands all turned and the seeds are all in.
Oh, it's bound to be a good season.
Is he asleep now?
He's asleep.
Yeah. The farm's looking fine.
It'll be a good summer. And God saw it was good. And God saw it was good. And Norma, Darlene, I thought we already did that one. That was for lives. God thought all this stuff was pretty good, huh? In the beginning, yeah.
Hey, he's not sleeping no more. Hey, he's not sleeping. He's itching. Hey, he's itching. Hey, Dad, Jenny Mae, he's itching.
Hey now, Bud.
He's itching.
What's the matter, bud?
He's itching like crazy.
Now you're going to wake Daddy.
Oh,
What's all this belly aching about?
can't you hear him? He's itching his head off.
And you're louder than a half-blowed-out Buick. Now settle down.
Oh, can you make him feel better?
Well, get some shut-eye and you'll feel better in the morning, bud.
You don't want to go to sleep.
You're gonna do like I tell you.
Oh, he's not tired. You can't make him.
Now don't back-talk me,
Oh,
bud.
you don't want to go to sleep.
I'm gonna give you the count of 10, bud. I says 1, 2,
Come on, brother.
3,
He's not tired.
Just
Four.
lay yourself
He's
down.
not tired.
5, 6,
He's almost
7,
at 10, Bud.
8's awful close.
Sleep.
9, 9 and a half, 9 3/4.
Okay. He's sleeping.
Drive a hard bargain, Ferris.
I don't know, Cece. You gotta be headstrong when dealing with Bud. You never had no kids.
Nah,
Never had you a wife.
I'm all I can handle, Ferris.
Don't you like women much?
The women I courted with were at church. Can't sweet talk them one night. preach out of the next.
Well, there's plenty of time, huh? Used to be I didn't know anything either. I mean, when I went to marry, I didn't know a damn thing. I can tell you this now because I'm older. But when I was younger, I thought I was a genius. Whether it be women, horses, or cars, I was the first to tell you what's what. You know how I asked my wife to marry her? Me? I said, I love you. I want you. Let's go. I didn't know the first thing about women, CC.
Well, were you sure that you loved her?
Was I sure that I loved her?
Well, I mean, being so young.
I was crazy about her. And a day goes by where I don't think about her. I lie to bed in the morning, I see how she was. See the house, see the kids. Can't help but remember. I was head over heels in love. Never thought I could lose her, I guess. I mean, one morning you wake up and she ain't there no more. But you still keep on loving her. See, I mean, she's my Sarah, my darling. And ain't nothing on earth's gonna change that. Of course now, being a husband was a piece of damn cake compared to being a daddy full time. Wasn't even a year, she gave me a son. Was just getting used to the whole married thing. And then the girl came along.
He's not gonna sleep, Dad.
He's still itching. He can't sleep. He's still itching.
You know, it could be those salts are what the boy needs.
If we go splashing in near water, he'll be screaming and crying.
Backbones, his elbows, he's itching all over.
Well, we can't just leave the kid go.
Look, I know he needs washing, but there's no way in hell you're going to get him near water.
Well, it's worth a try, ain't it?
You can try all you want, but you ain't going to change him. This harm here, it's like a whisper, see?
Dad, he's still itching.
Would you quiet down, bud?
It hurts him.
I'll tell you what. You get some shut-eye, and we'll talk about it in the morning, all right?
Good night, Dad.
Good night.
I ain't gonna sleep.
Now, Bud, why don't we say we have us a walk and a talk, pal? Get your mind off your dogs for a while.
Where are we gonna walk us, Cece?
Just outside a while.
You two be careful out there in the dark now.
Well, good night.
Evening, Pastor Showers.
Evening, darling.
Oh, I can't sleep for nothing when the moon's shining down.
Oh, it's warm weather for sleep.
Don't I know it?
Did you sneak out of the house?
Oh, I'm just looking for trouble.
At this time of night?
It's the best time I know to find trouble. I seen the preacher man standing out here on the porch. He couldn't be no better looking, Jenny Mae.
Oh, darling.
Oh, I'd be up all night long if that guy lived in my house. Be walking in the stars so bad I'm gonna plane to the walls. I tell you, for a preacher, he sure is good looking.
His eyes sure are something. It's like they change color sometimes when he sees you.
Jesus, there's just something about the older type man.
Yeah, he's pretty mature.
Yeah, and I like these boys around here.
Who the court, darling?
Just these boys around here.
Not Melvin Wilder.
I might be.
Dewey Maples?
I could be. Why don't you come see?
Oh, I'm awful tired, darling.
Well, you don't have to be so darn prissy about it.
I've been up half the night.
I've been up half the night. She just got eyes for the preacher.
Jenny Mae likes the preacher?
Oh, but listen, Dewey, she doesn't just like him. She likes him. Don't tell her I told you, okay?
What do you think, Dewey here can't keep his secret, Darlene? You think he's gonna go blabbing all over?
I won't tell her, Darlene.
Have a drink, dude.
All right.
Hey, ain't you guys never heard of the dry balls?
Darlene, you're talking to a veteran of the Army of the US of A, and I'm telling you, the dry laws mean next to nothing. I mean, a drink's just a drink, huh? Give her the hooch, dude.
I'm not touching that hooch.
What are you scared of a drink?
I ain't scared of nothing.
Now, you see how that is, dude? Girls are tricky business, real tricky business. But you gotta let her know how you're standing, see? Now, you want to take this girl dancing. You want to take Darlene to dance.
I'm not saying I love her or nothing.
But you gotta let her know what you're thinking.
Hey, Melvin.
We're trying to talk man to man, you understand?
Well, what are you talking about, Melvin?
We're talking on how nice you're looking, Darlene. My pal Dewey here, he can't hardly stand it. Now, you see how that is, dude?
You really think I look nice, dude?
Tell her how it is, dude. Tell her you mean business.
Hey, Darlene.
Hey, Dewey.
I don't love you or nothing.
Dewey, what are you saying? That's not what he's meaning, Darlene.
Well, what are you meaning?
Well, I guess I'm just kind of wondering what you might think about dancing.
I like dancing just fine.
Me too. I don't know how or nothing, but I sure like to watch.
This guy puts the dance floor to shame.
Oh, well, maybe you can teach me a step or two, Dewey.
Hell of a dancer.
Well, my feet are kind of sore. I got plantar warts, see?
Dewey, that ain't the way to her heart.
I can't dance if my feet hurt.
Damn dogs have died.
His feet'll be fine before you know it.
I bought the damn box ride for a change and end up walking all over.
Now, Basil, settle down.
Well, I'm not settling for nothing, Ferris. Every time I go to ride the thing, the tire goes flat before you know it.
Now, Basil,
Damn bike.
you'll upset your system.
Oh, I've adopted half the cows and kids in the county here, Ferris. I don't know my own system, and my system's pissed mad at this tire.
Well, we'll pump her up and have a look at her, all right?
I mean, just look at it, Boo. A man works his tail off to pay for such a thing, and just look at it.
Rubber's good.
I'll tell you, Ferris, I've had it up to here with these schwings.
Spokes are all right.
The spoke's all right, huh? Well, if it ain't the spokes, it's the rim.
Nah, if there's a problem with air, it's either your tubes or your valve.
Well, tubes are pretty costly.
Yeah, but patches are cheap. If she needs any work, I'll get Cece right on her.
Good worker, is he?
Well, he's new yet.
Kind of wet behind the ears, yeah?
Yeah. Plus, there's 2 strikes against him being from Kentucky.
Kentucky? I thought he was a Hoosier.
Nah.
Acts like a Hoosier.
Well, I wasn't too sure about him at first. I mean, I'd give him a wrench, and he'd call them pliers. Plus, you know he's good looking.
Yeah, that's what the wife tells me.
And if there's one thing I've learned about good-looking people, they make damn awful workers. Back when Bud was born and the wife was still with us, hired myself a good-looking kid. Go to put in a headlight, he'd comb his hair in the chrome. Wouldn't get dirty or nothing.
Yeah, those good-looking guys.
They ain't good for nothing.
Nope.
Of course, now Cece's different. You give him a grease gun, you'd think he was in heaven.
Nah, I thought those preacher types like to stay clean.
Well, he does want to wash down Bud.
Yeah, all the time of dipping, all the time of dunking. A preacher's like duck around water.
Well, he's got another thing coming if he thinks Bud will sit still.
Well, who knows? He might do it, Ferris. It wouldn't hurt nothing, would it? I mean, that boy does need a washing. It'll be hell of a job, though.
I know.
But if this preacher guy's foursquare like you say, well, then you're lucky to have him. What with all the men out of work, you think there'd be more half-decent help out here than there is. Not that Dewey and Melvin don't work hard, you know?
But they're lazy.
Well, they're young yet.
I know.
Well, I ain't got much choice, Ferris. Since the bank took my tractor, I needed hard help just to stay above water.
Oh, now, Basil, you're full of it.
Well, I like working with workers.
Then work me this tire, why don't you?
I can never get that tractor to run for nothing. Damn thing had too many knobs on it. Too many levers.
Well, you should have pulled one and started her up.
Nah, tractor's too noisy. Besides, it'll have big old ruts in my field.
Never got to your fields.
It never got any gas in it. I only bought it because the wife liked the color.
At least it never got dirty.
Nope, the banks took it back. And you asked me, they's the one who caused all the problems.
Never had use for banks.
No, the tractors, I mean. The banks can't do nothing. They're folded.
Now, what's wrong with tractors?
Well, for starters, I hate them. You see, to build the damn thing, they go ripping the ground up. It's worse than coal. They go digging for ore. And to rip out that ore, they just build more machines. Till next thing you know, there's more machines digging the ground up than men. And then all of a sudden, those machines get like rabbits and start making babies. Little lawnmower machines, hole digger jobbers, trench makers,
Well diggers?
cow milkers.
That's kind of crazy.
It gets so a man touches nothing but metal. And metal just don't feel so right in my hands. At least the ways the earth does.
Times ain't what they used to.
Well, it makes me mad that there's still men out of work, and they keep right on building machines. I mean, a man don't work, he can't hold up his head. Look his kid in the eye. You take a man's work, you take half the man.
Listen, Basil. Times are bound to come around, huh?
Yeah.
I mean, you've got to want things better, or they'll only get worse, huh?
Yeah, Ferris. Maybe you're right. Maybe good times are coming. There's this fancy new kind of manure spreader now. It's in all them Farm Bureau newsstands. It's the biggest damn machine you could dream of, too. You pull it around, you see, and it crafts on your fields.
Basil, could you hand me the valve cap?
The what?
You know, the little cap that goes on your valve. Stem's kind of worn, but if you put her back on, you'll stop losing air all the time.
You mean to tell me that little cap thing's a part of the tie?
Of course it's part of the tie.
Well, I didn't know. I thought it was there just for looks.
Took it off, huh?
I can't see anything just for looks.
Did you toss it?
No, I didn't toss it. I never tossed a damn thing. I set it to the shelf in my barn.
Well, take her off your shelf, put her back on the Schwinn, and you'll stop losing air all the time.
It ain't just for looks, huh?
Basil, if it's on a Schwinn, it's there for a reason.
Yeah, the Schwinn's a good bike.
Hell of a good bike. Of course, I wouldn't get on her until you put the valve cap back on the Schwinn.
Well, the sun's full up now. It's a good morning for walking.
Yeah. Looking to be a nice day.
The whole lay of the land looks nice in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, you stay on those dogs now and keep them walking.
will do.
Dogs that you?
No, kind of smell bad though.
Well, you feel like crazy, Cece.
Life's awful tough, ain't it?
Now I feel better. You get some jelly beans.
Oh, buddy, those beans ain't for sale. You can shop around the dry goods all you like, honey, but this jar of candy is staying right here.
Oh, well, he's sick now, you know, Norma.
Well, what's the matter with you, honey?
Itching like nuts. How about you?
I'm hoping you might have us some healing salts, man.
Salts in the county, a little fever, a little Epsom might help you some. A bad rash is a tough thing to shake.
How about you just give him the beans?
No, buddy, that candy ain't for sale. This here jar of candy means business.
Oh, them are business beans, huh, Norma?
The fellow that guesses how many are in there gets to take the whole jar home scot-free.
Lucky fella.
You wouldn't care to take a guess for yourself, would you, mister?
Yeah, come on, Cece.
Well, let me confer with my friend here a moment.
It ain't so easy like she looks, I'll tell you that much right off. I did her once before, but with peanuts, and my niece, Darlene, she says, oh, Aunt Norma, that's silly. She says, I could guess how many in a minute. But I'll tell you, I had those goobers just sit there on the counter for a whole solid year.
I hear you.
Well, now are y'all about ready?
I think we are, man.
It's a whole lot more than she looks. I mean, I had those goobers just sitting there all year.
Well, we'd say there's about 702.
Come again?
702, man.
Why, you're the new preacher fella, ain't you?
Hey, Cece, would you want some candy?
Oh, Lord, Pastor, am I glad that you're here. I've been wanting to meet you all summer. You should have stopped by the dry goods and saw me sooner. There's all kinds of work to be done. There are backsliding sinners all over this town.
Ma'am, I just worked down by the
I
garage.
can see how the Lord is working through you.
Hey, Cece, you want a jelly bean?
Oh, you're going to heal the boy, ain't you? You're going to stop his affliction. Lord knows it ain't going to be easy.
What?
Lord knows he could use it.
Hey, get here.
Ma'am, I think you're just a little mixed up here.
No, I know just what you're doing. You're healing the boy.
You sit down for the salts, ma'am, and you keep the candy. I got work to do now, so we'll see you.
But Pastor...
Come on now, buddy.
Oh, but Pastor, if you need anything, you just turn to me. I've been praying for this for years and years now. I've said all along, this is what the boy needs. And the beans, these beans are a sign.
Looks like plain old candy to me,
Oh,
Norma.
these beans are a sign if there ever was one. That man has the Spirit clean through him.
But he told me right to my face that he gave up on preaching.
Oh, man can't toss off the Spirit like you toss off a coat. When the Lord sends a sign, he means business. It's a blessing, you see. It's a gift the man has.
Now,
Don't you now Norma me. I ain't never seen anything like it.
You best rest yourself,
No,
son.
I'm telling you, Goldie, that man is amazing. He'll bring the whole town to the Lord. Oh, well, what the...
Hey, Cece, how come we can't find no angels?
You've been looking for angels, bud?
Been looking all over, he can't find them nowhere. You think maybe they's hiding?
Well, there's all kinds of things around you can't lay your eyes on.
Yeah.
Now you see the moon rising there, don't you?
Yeah?
Where do you figure it goes in the daytime?
He can't quite recollect.
Just because you can't see it doesn't mean it's not there. There's all kinds of things around you can't see.
You know who lives up there, don't you? The moon man.
Does it now?
Yeah.
Sure, he up there eating
Kinda hungry now, is it?
Well, what you got in that soup?
Well, it's mainly just salts.
Can I taste it?
I want to taste the stuff, bud.
But you're sure more than welcome to touch it.
You ain't gonna make them.
No.
You don't want to touch nothing.
Well, I tell you, my friend, I ain't never seen nothing like it. What we're on the right here is amazing.
You don't want to get wet.
But this ain't just your run-of-the-mill here, pal.
Oh, you can't breathe if you wash him, CC.
Yeah, buddy.
He's gonna
Look at it for a
scream. He's
second.
gonna holler.
Just relax.
But you don't need to know what happened.
Now, water's usually cold, ain't it, bud?
You don't want to touch
Don't
it.
run away from me, bud. I asked you a question. Now, answer me, buddy. I said, ain't water cold? But ain't water freezing? I always thought that water was cold.
Yeah.
Well, I know for a fact that this ain't near cold. It ain't cold because it's warm. This stuff ain't just plain water.
Just look at it, bud.
I tell you, my friend, I'm absolutely astounded by what's in this bucket.
Well, what is it?
What we're on the right here is called itch juice.
Juice.
In a manner of speaking.
Well, what's it do to him, CC?
Well, the wonderful thing about itch juice is it takes the itching right out of your feet.
It ain't gonna hurt him, Jenny May.
Folks say it makes you feel better.
Sure does. I knew a fellow way back in Hazard, in fact. Had him a horrible case of the rash. He was scratching and itching like to drive himself crazy. Until the day he stumbled onto this itch juice.
It ain't gonna hurt him?
But there ain't nothing on earth that's gonna hurt you.
Well, it kind of gives him the willies all over, Jenny May. Gives him the willies something awful, CC.
Now, buddy.
I'd say Mr. Showers knows just what he's doing.
He's not so sure he can breathe right no more. He's not gonna
Now
touch it.
hold the boat, bud. Let's say you may make a deal here, pal.
Word of honor, CC?
Now, there's nothing like singing to put a good man at ease. Lets you forget about anything that might be at you, see? It settles your insides right down.
You want him to sing to you?
And by the time we're done, we'll get that itching right out of your feet.
Just relax now.
You are his sunshine, his only sunshine. You make him happy when skies is gray. You never know, dear, how much he loves you. Please don't take the sunshine away.
The other night, dear, as he was sleeping, he dreamt he held you in his arms. But when he woke, dear, he was mistaken. So he hung his head and cried. You are his sunshine, his only sunshine. You make him happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much he loves you. Please don't take his sunshine away.
Ain't you so pretty, huh? You're a color of the sky, yes you are. You want to be back up there, don't you? In the wind and the trees. Oh, you're so pretty. Calm down, he ain't gonna hurt you. Hold on. You're too little to fly. Oh, look at you.
Is he hurt?
Look at him, he's little.
That's an awful pretty bird.
See his feathers?
Well, those are blue. Blue like your eyes.
What is that? Is it blue?
Blue like the sky, like the bird. It's all blue, bud.
Boy. Hey, Cece, how about we put him back to his mama?
Sure thing, bud.
Careful now, bud. You all right?
Yeah. How about you?
No, you're just a little heavy.
Hey, Cece, what color is that?
Well, that's green.
Green? Trees is green, and grass is green, and weeds is green, and birds are blue.
Well, you're awful smart first thing in the morning, bud.
You'd like to be up there with him. His arms turn to wings, and his wings turn to feathers.
Well, how'd you get down?
Just fly down, Cece.
Well, if you're gonna be barnstorming, you best get your wings out. Well, shut your eyes now.
Is he flying?
Want to go higher?
Higher.
Higher?
Higher. Higher, way up the sky, clear up the sky.
How's the air up there?
Blue.
Where's Buddy Lehman?
He's flying.
Flying?
Flying.
Have you seen Mr. Lindbergh? Any sign of Mr. Lindbergh?
Mr. Who?
Mr. Lindbergh.
Ain't nobody flying but birds, Cece.
Any sign of Buddy Lehman?
Where's Buddy Lehman?
Oh, he's a good boy.
Yes.
Oh, he's a smart boy. I know him.
Have you seen Mr. Cece?
Mr. Who?
Mr. Cece?
Who's Mr. CC?
He's a bird.
I'm afraid you leave. Shut your eyes now. Keep it closed.
Are you flying?
Want to go higher, bud?
He wants to go where you go.
Come on now, pal. But I'm staying right here with you.
You like it here?
I like it just fine.
Like the wind?
That's a nice sort of feeling.
It's soft. Mama's soft like the wind. Sleeping.
Well, that's a dream, my friend.
With angels to dream?
Buddy,
He wants to be with her so bad.
I know.
If his arms turn to wings and his wings turn to feathers, he could find her in the sky. Maybe they could be together in the sky.
Buddy, listen
and
to
they
me.
could fly and they fly and they fly and they fly and they fly.
Your mama's not here
Well,
anymore.
you have to find her.
No, you have to remember. She's left you a sister and a father and there's friends here for Buddy. And they need him and they want him and they love him. And he's not a bird. He's a boy. You're a boy. You're a son, you're a brother, and you're a friend.
And you like him?
And I like him a lot.
Isn't that something?
You know it is.
Hey, Cece, you know what?
What?
You're a good guy.
I am, huh?
Yeah.
Well, you too, bud.
You know what else he is, Cece? He's itching.
Still itching?
Yeah, he's itching right there.
Skin looks awful red, yeah.
You don't know more itch juice.
Well, it's not gonna get any better if you keep scratching it, bud.
Well, it itches.
I know, but anytime your leg starts to get at you, you say, I'm gonna save this scratch for another time.
Hey, Cece, when's it gonna be another time?
After you're better.
Is it better now?
Nope.
Not yet.
Not quite.
You're looking better.
After a while?
After a while.
After the right foot, it's the left foot. It's a long step and a short step. A long step and a short step?
Now, you're not looking bad, dude, but you can't be tippy-toe dancing with a girl like Darlene. A girl likes a man to be leading.
Well, maybe I want to spin her around to a little razzmatazz.
See, you go tippy-toeing around her and you're nowhere, you see? Dancing's a damn serious business.
Well, I don't want to be fancy dancing, get her in trouble.
Now, Dewey,
You know what I mean?
have you been hanging around in the dry goods again?
Yeah, I guess.
What's Norma Henshaw been telling you?
Oh, nothing much.
Oh, come on, Dewey.
It says dancing's a sin.
What?
She says it's a sin.
No.
Darlene's aunt says it's right there in the Bible, plain as the day is long. Dancing is sin, S-I-N, sin.
Dancing's just dancing, Dewey. It's got nothing to do with the Bible.
I am on a one-way road to you know where, Melvin.
If you want to know about the Bible, then go out to the garage and have a talk with the preacher. But if you want to know about dancing or drinking or girls, or just stick right here and ask me.
Yeah?
Dude, you name it, I know it. There ain't much I ain't seen.
Well, I'll be.
Here, now, you be you, and I'll be Darlene. Now put your arm around me. Dude, would you knock it off? I'm trying to teach you. Sorry. All right, now the first rule of dancing is girls are flesh and blood.
Oh, I got that much down pretty good.
So you want to keep her close to you. You don't want to be stepping on her feet, dude.
Sorry.
All right. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right.
Now, I'm not going to say you boys are dawdling around, or goof offs, or do nothings. And I'm not going to tell you that you're trying to cheat me out of the 70-some cents a day that I'm good enough to pay you. No. I'm just going to point over to that mound of hay over there that somebody, some poor old farmer spent half his day stacking. And if that hay ain't loaded to the flatbed and hauled to the barn inside an hour, well, I'm more than likely to go out and buy me a damn tractor.
You know, if Basil ever fires us, Dewey, we're going to have to go find us a job.
I can't hardly breathe without getting in trouble. I can't romance or dance. Now I can't even work right.
Don't let him near me!
Don't let it get to you, dude.
Don't be so prissy, darling.
I don't mean to be getting in trouble.
I'm not about to let him touch me.
Oh, God.
Because I don't like worms, that's how come.
Just put him in the can, buddy.
Yeah.
If it was me, I'd make that creature dig him himself. I don't mind. Who ever heard of a man asking you out and then making you do all the work?
Mr. Showers isn't asking me nowhere, darling. He just said it might be nice to go fishing.
Same thing, Jenny Mae.
Hey, Darlene.
Oh, Jenny Mae!
Buddy! Just keep digging and mind your own business.
It wouldn't bother me so much, see? But they used to be able to walk.
Worms.
Oh, sure, worms and snakes both. They could talk, too.
Oh, come on.
It's true, Jenny Mae. Don't you guys read the Bible?
No, how about you?
Yeah, I gotta learn the whole thing. Like, say I'm sitting at the table and I want seconds on dessert. Aunt Norma says, give me your verse first, Darlene. If I didn't know the Bible, I'd starve to death, see?
Your aunt's awful strict.
Yeah, but I've learned who Adam and Eve are. You heard of them, ain't you?
No.
The first people.
And they're living in this great big old garden in Europe. The thing about Eve is she's walking around picking berries and junk with no clothes on.
She was naked?
Well, listen, Jenny Mae, they were like doing it all the time.
They were doing it.
All the time, Jenny Mae.
What are they doing?
Nothing.
Nothing.
All the time, Jenny Mae. That kind of stuff happens in Europe. But like I was saying, this snake comes strolling up, see? And he tells her how she's sitting there, Jade Bird, stark naked.
That's crazy, darling.
Oh, there's lots of easier stuff than that in the Bible. Like there's people turning to stone. 1 minute they're sitting there just shooting the breeze. And the next thing you know, they're all rocks. Lots of weird stuff.
How come they rock?
Because they ask too many dumb questions.
Darling.
So anyway, this business being naked really sets God off at the snake, see? Because with Eve being so dumb, she didn't get in any trouble. But now it's like a whole nother ballgame. And God wasn't just mad at this one snake either. He was mad at all the snakes and all the worms in the world. So he tells them, from now on, you guys are going to crawl around in the dirt. God says, from now on, nobody likes you.
God really said that.
Right in the Bible. Later on, he gets really mad and floods the whole world out.
You mean he kills them?
Underwater?
Well, he floods it right under.
With the water?
He makes it keep raining, see?
How come God's mad? He didn't do nothing
It's
wrong.
only a story.
Well, it's in the Bible, it's true.
Hey,
It's a story, buddy, please.
See, it's gonna rain. Gonna rain and it ain't gonna stop.
Now slow down. What's the matter, bud?
We
I
don't
got
wanna get in
scared
the
so bad.
Now calm down.
Oh, we gotta hide. Come
Now,
on.
bud.
Come on, we gotta hide.
I said hold your horses and calm down, bud. Now catch your breath.
Nothing's gonna hurt you.
God is.
I reckon if God hasn't struck down the likes of Herb Hoover by now, I think you're in the clear, bud. I wouldn't worry yourself any.
You all right? Just take a deep breath now. There you go. That's a boy.
Oh, sweet Jesus in heaven.
You just need to calm down a little.
I knew you could do it. I told the whole town so.
Beg pardon?
Well, I knew you'd bring that boy to the Lord. I told the Browns and the Bennetts, the Joneses and the Seymours. They all know how the Lord is working through you.
Miss Henshaw,
Folks come in for miles just to look
once. I'm doing for me now, you see?
Hey, Gigi.
Miss Henshaw!
Gigi, what's the matter?
Damn her!
You okay?
Just leave me alone, bud.
Maybe you'll feel better, you get some
I
jobs.
said leave me alone!
But, Gigi, did he do something wrong? Gigi! Gigi!
Just wait till you hear.
That man is amazing.
When you hear what happened not half an hour ago, you'll say it's just like I told you all summer long.
Oh, well, I just as soon tell her
Let
myself.
me get you some coffee.
Oh, just a half a cup, Goldie. Too much will give me the skitters.
After what she's just been
Oh,
through,
I can tell her myself.
she fell right off her bike in the road.
Oh, thank you. So I was maybe halfway to Zion when it started to rain, see? So I says to myself as I'm pedaling along, I says, Luella, the thing to do here is to use your umbrella. But to hold the thing up and to ride the bike all at once, I just had to steer with my left hand, see?
Well, no wonder you fell.
Right in the road.
And when I go to get up, I can't
She
move.
can't move.
First I wiggle at my left side, and then I give a shake at the right, and I track her backwards and forwards, and I can't budge an
And here's
inch.
the part that's really amazing.
There I am with my rump in the road, and I'm just about giving up
Oh,
hope.
it's the part where she meets him.
Me too?
You know.
I don't know.
I'm looking through the rain, Goldie, and who do you think I see coming?
The new creature. Oh, ain't it amazing, Goldie? Ain't it just like I told you? You go on, Luella.
So he says to me, Mrs. Bennett, get up off that road, you're just fine. So I says, I'm not fine, I can't budge. I fell off my blame back. And I says, if you want to go help me, you go get my husband.
He must have heard something awful.
But the longer I'm talking, the more the preacher keeps staring, till I see me staring right in my eyes.
He's looking right in her eyes,
It
Goldie.
was the funniest sort of feeling, I tell you, like when he looked in my eyes, he saw way down deep inside him, like he was looking and seeing clean through
Oh,
me.
he's looking clean through her, Goldie.
Did he touch you? Well, he says, I'm going to hold in my hand here, ma'am, and I want you to take it. Just grab a hold and we'll boost you right up. And his voice is real quiet and his eyes are real calm. And he says, Mrs. Bennett, get up. And I'm up.
But your back was all right?
Oh, I tell you, I never felt better. I might have been a little lightheaded,
Oh,
but
being lightheaded, it's a good sign, don't you think?
You said the pain was all gone.
Goldie, I'm as fit as a fiddle. Of course, now this twin's quite a mess.
Folks can give up on farming or mining or schooling or what have you, but a man can't just toss off the spirit. Like a doctor with healing or a singer with singing. When a man is born to preach, then he'll preach. I know we don't have a church or nothing, and he's not giving sermons, but he knows the spirit is within him, don't you see? Y'all remember those Wednesday night meetings and the singings on Sundays? Times when the whole town came together, nearly 30 or 40 voices all singing one song on a Sunday. At a church here in Zion, I just don't know where we're going. One day's the same as all the days before, but it's gonna change. With him laying on hands now and healing folks, so he knows the Lord is with him, don't you see? We could build a new church in no time at all. God has brought him to town for a reason.
Well, Norma, you surely can't witness.
The church back in town, you're darn good for business.
It'd be good for us all, don't you think?
The sky's clearing up.
I beg pardon?
I said the sky's clearing up some. The sun's poking through.
Now you see, that's a good sign if there ever was one.
Zion's awful nice after a good summer rain.
It's a nice town.
And when you think of how long we've been with no preacher.
How long?
This long, at least.
Same.
Well, maybe this long. But I tell you, that fish was a fighter. By the time we got on the shore and netted already, like to bruise up a good dozen men.
Little sunfish and bluegills are all you can catch here. Fish bottom, you might find a carp.
Sure looks awful pretty.
It's a nice spot for fishing.
Look at this, don't you? Just now touch bottom. Let's get the 10 or 12 feet, a couple yards out there, maybe.
Oh, it gets awful deep towards the middle. A lot of the boys like to come here and swim.
Now, boys in Indiana are halfway like the boys in Kentucky. I imagine they bother too much with swimsuits.
Yeah, they're the same then.
I figured. When it comes to swimming, I'm lucky to float. Do a little dog paddling. That's about it.
Oh, I stick to wading myself.
Yeah, I'm just sticking my toes in the water. Been a while, I tell you. Too long, I figured.
I thought you fished all the time.
Well, I did when I was a kid anyway. But when I got to church, I was so full of worry. Never found time to do nothing.
What'd you worry about?
Everything.
Oh,
You name it, I worried over it. Like I'd see a family loading down and taking off for California. And they'd say, Pastor, we ain't got no room for the dog. Well, I'd
worry a while. Then I'd take the dog. I sat me near a dozen old hounds at once for a while. Good dogs, though. I'd line them all up at the front of the room and practice my preaching on them. Dogs kind of like being talked at.
Well, you talk real nice.
I talk too damn much, Jenny Mae.
It's not your fault, Cece. It's the river. My mama used to tell me people sit by the water, they can't help but be talking. River's kind of magic like that.
Oh, your mama was right.
I don't think she ever liked any place so much as the river. Be down here every other day through the summer. And come fall. Well, you've never been here in the fall, when the leaves start to changing and the air's getting cooler.
Won't be too long now.
And as long as you're here, you might as well stay on through winter. Everything's nice in the spring.
Sounds like I might have to stay.
Unless you're missing Kentucky.
No. I'll tell you what I do miss, though. It's them dogs.
What'd you do with them all?
Well, right before I left, I gave them all to my kids.
You have kids in Kentucky?
Oh, yeah. Must have me near a couple dozen spread clear across the county.
Couple dozen?
Don't get so darn riled, Jenny Mae. They were church kids.
Oh, well, I ought to use you for bait, Cece Shower, but I can't be so mean to the fish.
Now, you see the bubbles on the water there, don't you?
Yeah.
Those bubbles right there?
Yeah.
All those millions and trillions of bubbles?
What?
Fish farts.
Fish farts?
Jenny Mae, there must be more fish in this river than stars in the sky, and we still ain't had a nibble worth a notice.
Well, you'll never get a bite with no worm on your hook. Here, let me put one on for you.
Nah.
I don't mind.
No, then I'd have to take a fish off. Don't tell me you do that for me, too.
All right, I won't tell you.
But you would, huh?
If you want.
Well, I'm happy just to sit by the water.
All right.
You know, Jenny Mae, you know you're awful nice.
Oh?
Well, yeah, you are. And I've been meaning to tell you.
You have?
Sure have. You're real nice, Jenny Mae. You're also real young.
I'm 16.
I know, that's awful young, don't you think?
Don't feel real young.
Well, you are. You don't know how young, Jenny Mae, let me tell you.
My mother was only 17 when she got married.
Got married?
Yeah.
Listen, I think we best head back to the house now.
But we just got here.
I know, but it'll be dark before long, and I think it'd be best to get home before...
Are you tired or something?
Miss Clayton, I'm worn to a T.
You want your back rubbed?
No, here. Let me help you.
Do you know much about Adam and Eve?
Yeah? Yeah, I've run to that story once before.
You have?
Yeah, it's a good one, all right. Except I'm a little more partial to what comes right before. Kind of like all the light the whole story starts out with.
Hey, man, nobody? Ain't there nobody not sleeping? Hey, Titi! Titi, how about you get awake? Hey, Titi! Titi, you sleeping? You here?
I'm here.
You sleeping?
Nope.
You awake?
Nope.
None sleeping?
I've been trying to, pal.
Oh, buddy, he's itching like nuts.
Well, there's got to be a cure to all this itching. And I'll be a happier man when we find her.
Oh, how about you rub a little goop on him?
What you got here, bud?
He don't know.
Well, this is wild root cream oil. You got your daddy's hair tonic, pal.
Well, he itches.
Well, this stuff isn't going to help.
Oh,
Think you'll get back in the bed if I dab a little on you?
look on his backbones.
Back's itching, huh?
Backbones, his elbows. He's itching like he can't sleep for nothing.
Yeah, I know the feeling.
You got one of these? You got a belly buttoner?
Last time I checked, I did.
What's it for?
Well, I think you're just born with it, pal. It's part of the package.
Oh, baby's got belly buttoner?
You're born with all kinds of amazing things.
Hey, Gigi.
Well, their mamas have them. 'Cause mamas like having babies, I guess. Because your mama's in heaven, bud.
How come you won't give her back?
Well, it just doesn't work that way is all.
You want her so bad.
Well, I wouldn't worry yourself too much about it.
Because we got enough worry with you losing sleep all the time. Why don't we say you get Daddy's hair tonic back where it belongs and get you back in the bed, huh?
I'm so tired, Cece.
Come on now, bud. It's nearly sunrise. See in the east there? We're not far from morning.
Time for breakfast.
Time for bed, my friend. Time for sleep.
I was wide awake for the sun's in the sky, lying in bed, and the first thing I thought was, today's the day. So I rolled over to Llewellyn and I said, sugar, I'm gonna pick up the swing.
How's she doing?
Well, I don't know. I ain't rode it in 2 weeks.
No, the wife. I mean the wife.
Oh, she's fine. Just fine. How's the boy doing, Ferris?
About the same, I guess.
Well, he ain't still itching, is he?
Yeah.
Well, then I better take another look at him. I was out along the river trying to doctor the Simpson boy last week. They had him lying in bed taking pills right and left.
What's the boy got? The flu?
No, just lovesick. Turns out they had me walking all the way out there just to have him cry on my shoulder and tell me all about how his dog died. Boy loses a dog. It does that sometimes.
Felt the same way when I wrecked my first car.
Yeah?
He'll get over it.
He gets back to the fields and start bringing in them crops again, he won't have no time to be grieving.
A little hard work will do some people some good, I guess.
Say, what are you doing to my tire there, Ferris?
Just working the spokes.
Well, the rim's all right, ain't it?
Yep, Cece's pounded her out pretty nice. Pretty even. Let's move on there, down there and see how she does.
Damn thing's always had a wobble to it.
Not bad, though.
It'll do, it'll do. I know I'm old-fashioned, Ferris, but I see all these damn cars on the road, and they're so fast and so noisy, I'm like to wish them all away and be done with them. Good for nothing but scaring the cattle and kicking the dust up, you ask me. But a bike? Well, the bike's a whole nother story. A man gets on a Schwinn and there's no questions asked. Anywhere you go, you just pedal along and you're there.
Hey, Dad, I Cece was working.
Bud was in charge of the horses.
The what?
In charge of holding his horses.
Oh, tough job, huh? Oh, yeah.
Hey, you gonna ride this thing, Basil?
Well, you hold your horses, Bud, and I will. It looks real nice, fellas.
We get the tire on her, she's good to go. Still got a few miles left on her.
Well, it's a damn wonder she's not more banged up than she is.
Well, the paint's kind of scratchy.
No, the wife. I mean my wife.
Oh. Yeah, she took quite a tumble.
Who says you helped her out some?
She's just a little shook is all, baby.
Well, still, you gave her a hand.
Just helped her up.
Well, damn it, can I thank you or not?
For a good-looking guy, he's all right, huh?
Look at this boy. He can't do nothing right. He's got grease on his belly, his backbone. He's got grease all over him now.
Feels good to the skin, huh?
Don't like the grease off him.
Well, hold still now. I want another look at you, boy.
How
'Cause you're so pretty.
come?
Sure, runs in the family.
Of course, your dad's an exception.
We're dog bucks and pretty.
Yeah.
Jenny, he's pretty too.
She sure is.
Ferris? Ferris, you ain't touched this boy, have you?
Kinda hoping it'll clear with the seasons.
Well, I don't blame you for hoping, Ferris, but that ain't gonna cure him. It spread something awful. On his neck, in his scalp. In a few weeks, it'll spread to his eyes. Now I told you to wash him.
I know.
You don't gotta wash him.
Ferris, if you don't keep him clean, it'll spread through his system.
You don't want to get wet.
Well, but it's the only cure of ringworm I know.
He's not gonna take a bath. You can't make him.
Hey, bud, you fellas are messing with this salts and this skin lotion, and it ain't gonna cure a damn thing. You can't cure him a ringworm by putting things on him. It's under the skin, don't you see?
Now, hold on a minute. I can't see what you're talking.
Well, I'm talking the same damn thing I've told Ferris all summer. Warm water and lotions make the pores open up. And once those pores are open, well, that ringworm will head for high ground. But cold water draws the skin tight, don't you see? If the ringworm don't breathe, he don't bite. And he don't bite, well, then you don't itch. And I'm not saying it's easy the way the boy is. But if you'll just keep him clean, he'll be fine.
Well, damn it, Cece. I can't take the boys screaming.
Why didn't you say something, Ferris?
You gotta think how I feel when the boys around water.
You knew how to help him and don't bother to tell me?
The boys screaming and crying, it just sets off my mind, you see?
I've been the whole summer here, Ferris.
You're not the boy's family, not his father. Just work here's all.
You just let the kid go.
I'm tired of you telling me what to do all
Well,
the time.
I'm tired of doing it all, Ferris.
Don't you understand? The boy's mother died in that water. My wife. I was there.
I don't care about your wife. I care about the boy.
I don't need you to push me.
Well, I'm gonna push you.
Then you can get the hell on down the damn road. We got on fire before you. We can get on fire without you. You hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Well, I'm sorry.
So am I, Ferris.
Well, damn it all. I mean, I'm sorry. I lose my temper sometimes.
Yeah, I know the feeling.
Sometimes a man says things he don't really mean.
Sometimes a man's a little too pushy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I'm just pushy by nature.
Well, what do you say we give a push at this here box, fellas?
I got her.
There you go.
Listen, Basil, I thank you.
Well, I'm no Dr. Ferris, but I know what I know, and my advice to you is try and relax. Hell, if I hollered like you boys, I give myself the heart failure.
Now you got your balance.
I'm fine now, just a little push is all.
There you go, cowboy.
Whoa, not too fast now! Damn you!
Take her easy now, Basil. Be careful.
Now, how are we going to go about this whole thing?
Well, we got him in warm. I guess we can get him in cold.
Can't tie him down.
Nope.
And he's too tough to hold down.
Yep.
Got yourself all wrapped up in knots, bud.
Well, he was trying to tie him.
Since when did you start wanting shoes on your feet?
He said he's supposed to keep his dog down.
Why's that?
Because his dog, he got a ringworm. Plus, he's got her all over the rest of them. You want to see?
No. Now hold still a second.
Hurry up, Jenny Mae. It's gonna rain.
Strange sort of day, ain't it?
Sky's changing, Ferris.
Wind's starting up.
Oh, come. Oh, come you ruined his pants. I thought you
Slow
was
down,
putting his
bud.
pants on.
We'll get your shoes back on in a minute or two.
Oh. Hey, what are you guys doing? What you got in that bucket?
We're gonna try and fix you up, pal.
He said, what's in a bucket? Can't you hear him? There's water in that bucket. God,
Come on now, bud.
there's water in there.
You're going to be all right, son.
He broke you his pal. Leave him
You're
go.
gonna have to sooner or later, bud.
He don't want to go in the water.
You're gonna be fine.
Calm down!
Don't let him put him in the water. Teddy bear, please.
It's not gonna hurt you.
His mama's in the water. It's mama. His mama's
Hey,
in
bud.
the water.
Buddy.
Buddy, wait!
Buddy. Hey, bud.
He'll be back soon.
Buddy.
There's a storm rolling in.
Bud.
Daddy, did you hear me? There's a storm rolling in. He'll be home before long.
He's in the woods, I guess.
What's those trees there?
He'll be home.
Never saw clouds like that before.
Oh, it's fixing to rain awful hard, dear.
Would you look at that sky?
Gonna have to wait out the storm to get home.
Awful dark clouds.
I never saw the sky so full before. It's been a good summer for rain.
Nice summer.
Are the windows closed?
All the tools in?
I think so.
Yeah, they're in.
Gonna storm most of the night, I'm afraid.
How would you listen to that wind? It's the season to storm.
I can't sleep when it's storming.
Best get inside before the sky splits wide open.
It'll be all right.
I haven't seen the sky like this in years and years.
I've never heard the wind so loud before.
Be lightning and thunder.
Coming soon, don't you think?
You'll be all right inside the house.
It won't be long now, boys. We best get inside.
Mama! Mama! Mama, he's right here! Mama, he can't breathe right no more! Mama! Mama!
You all right now, buddy? Buddy, listen. Listen to me, buddy. Hold still and listen.
Leave him go, DT!
You're gonna understand this, buddy. You're gonna figure this out. It takes you all night, buddy.
He can't breathe!
You're not in the water.
He can't breathe!
You're not in the water. Can't you understand, buddy? You can't breathe. What do I have to do to you, damn it? You're not gonna find your mama here, buddy. She's dead. Don't you see, buddy? She's gone. No, No.
God took her.
That's not your fault, buddy.
God's mad at him.
He's not mad.
God's mad at him. He does it.
Now, buddy.
No, he's making it storm.
It rains because it's
No,
water.
it's storm.
Because it's water. It rains so the plants can grow. It rains so the birds have something to drink. It rains because it's water, buddy. That's what water does. Yeah, that's all it does. Now breathe.
We can't breathe, DC.
Breathe.
We can't breathe in the water.
You've been breathing all along, pal. You might as well just face the fact and get it over with.
No.
You're breathing right now,
No,
buddy.
he ain't.
Yeah, you are.
No.
Are you ready?
What are you going to do to him, DC?
We're going to breathe.
He can't breathe in the water. He can't breathe in the water, CC. CC, what's the matter? CC.
Now we're getting somewhere. Feels pretty good, don't it, bud? Well, hey, bud. Best to let out the old and take him some new, pal. Now what you just do.
He breathed, can you see him?
Now let's try it once more. You ready? 1, 2, 3. Breathe. You're doing pretty good, bud.
Yeah.
You're doing fine. Now the wonderful thing about breathing is that you can't help but do it all the time, bud.
Yeah.
Even when you're sleeping, you're pretty busy breathing.
When he's sleeping?
All the time. Even in the rain.
How are you going to breathe in the rain, CC?
Buddy,
What?
it's raining. Not enough sun, but it's still raining.
You can breathe in the rain.
You can breathe. You are breathing, and you're going to keep breathing.
How's he going to breathe in the rain, CC? How's he going to breathe in the rain, huh?
If there's one thing you are, buddy, it's the #1 breather. Word of honor. Word of honor.
You know what?
What?
He's not itching so bad.
You know why don't you?
He's breathing.
Buddy!
Well, I have a sneaky suspicion it's not just because you're breathing. You've been breathing while rolling around in all this rain.
Buddy!
Oh, over here, Jenny, man, he's a breathing.
What I've been looking for you half the night, brother.
You can breathe in the water, Jenny, man. How about you?
Are you sure he's all right?
It's fine to me.
Like to worry me to death, you two.
Jenny May.
You guys know what we talk about?
Buddy Lyman.
He's itching. His backbones, his elbows. Except his dog can itch him.
That's because your dogs are in a puddle of water, my friend.
Buddy, what are you doing?
Putting some of his puddle in his bitters.
Best find your dad and tell him we're down by the water.
Right now?
Go on, we'll be fine.
Well, can't you wait for a CC? It won't take me long.
Go on now, and stop looking so worried.
You two be careful.
Come on now, bud.
Where are we going, CC?
We're going to try and make you better.
Where is he going to carry him?
On the back's all worn out.
Now, I am worn through and through with your stories, Darlene. I know you've been off dancing all night. I got eyes. I can see what you're up to.
But Miss Henshaw.
Not a word out of you, Dewey. You have no right to talk after taking my little girl where you two have been. But it was beautiful, Aunt Norma. There was decorations and posters. And those little toilet paper flower things.
And a band that played songs like they're right off the radio.
Oh, it weren't nothing simple at all. Dancing is as simple could be. I thought I could trust you, Darlene. I'm sorry, Aunt Norma. You kids are gonna be sorry when we talk to the preacher.
But Miss Henshaw,
Now, come on.
you don't understand.
Miss Henshaw, you have seen my dad?
We're marching straight to the garage to have a talk with the preacher.
Well, Mr. Showers is down to the river.
The river?
If you see my dad, tell the buddies with CC in their boat for the water.
Oh, bless me, sweet Jesus. You find that man, Dewey. You find Ferris Lehman if it takes you all morning. And you tell him his boys found the Lord. You hear me?
I'll fetch him.
Go on, get a move on. And as for you, Darlene, sneaking out of the house and carousing all night, I've never been so ashamed in my life.
I didn't mean to make trouble.
I want you to make a beeline for home and get out of that dress. I can't take you to a baptizing in something you look like you were born in and been growing into ever since. Come on.
Well, you're awful heavy. I think you're just growing is all. To say the least.
Hey, CC, we're going to put him in that river water.
Still itching?
He ain't so sure no more.
Hold on a second, bud, and just look at it. This stuff isn't gonna hurt you. You see, the river is more or less like the rain.
Like the rain?
It's just water. Here, a little in your hand. There you go.
Like the rain?
It's just water. You see how it falls?
Oh, it's like the rain.
Only there's a little more of it. So why don't we say we get that shirt of yours off?
It's not so hard as fun.
Stop scratching a second and let me help you. Hold on to these now. I'd imagine your shirt is fine enough, bud. Oh, pretty more than on the river, ain't it?
Hey, see, what color is that? That green?
Well, there's all kinds of colors on the water here, bud. See the trees up above? See the leaves changing colors?
Yeah. How come?
That's what they do in the fall.
Oh, see, now you're getting naked.
Can't get my boots off, bud.
Oh, come.
I'd imagine a little water will do me good. Oh, wait! It's a little colder than I expected.
You okay?
You stay right there and watch how I'm waiting. Want to get yourself used to it some? Splash a little on your feet. It's pretty good, bud. Pretty nice.
Let's maybe go find some breakfast.
Now, just hold on a second. Just get your dogs in for starters. That's all I'm asking. If it's too cold, we'll hold off a while. Just your dogs for starters.
Oh, it's pretty good.
Bud,
Oh, boy.
move around some. There you go, that's the boy.
Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. How are you doing?
Doing pretty good, bud. Feeling dandy.
You still gonna wash him?
You warming up some?
He's trying.
Right.
Go easy, Cece. Go easy.
Is that better? Well, now, you stay right close by me now, all right? You want to feel your way along the bottom, you see?
Cece. He's a wonder.
He is, huh? What do you wonder about, bud?
You think his mom is okay?
Well, I'd imagine your mom was in heaven.
You been babbling?
Well, tell you the truth, bud. Been a little too busy being here to be much of any place but here.
Where's him and Dad?
Let me think for a second.
Live in the sky?
Not exactly.
Still thinking?
I'm trying to, Pat. I guess you could say that heaven is where you are when you ain't here no more.
You ain't here no more.
Like your mom.
She's gone.
Well, that's heaven.
Cece, you hear that?
Hear what?
The river. Talking to me.
Wait.
No, the river is just talking, Cece.
What's it saying to you, bud?
He don't know.
Who don't?
He don't.
Who don't?
No. Cece, can't you hear?
Yeah, I hear you, pal. You're a good guy, bud. You know that? It's all right. Hey, ladies, we like to be alone here, you see. Hey, ladies, we're just watching here, you understand?
I'm right past your showers. We're all here to witness.
We'd like to be alone here, ma'am.
We're here for the baptizing.
This isn't a baptizing.
Praise God, the Lord is with them.
I'm just watching the boy, don't you see? Would you stop singing and listen? This has nothing to do with the church or the spirit. I'm done with the church. Would you listen, stop singing, and listen?
You can breathe in water.
I'm not
a slate wiped clean, or a fever washed away. Where there was fire to the sky, now there's nothing. Where there was clouds, there's just blue in the sun.
His only son gone. It's me who brings the word when I find Ferris Lehman that morning. I'd run to the river and I'd see the boy there, and then I'd run for his father. I says, Ferris, I'm sorry. He don't move, he don't speak. I says, his son, he's passed on beyond us.
Buddy Lehman's gone, don't you see? There's no telling the weather. When he said it would rain, we laid our fields in rows, and we knew it would be a good season.
And now we harvest the fields, and we turn the ground over.
We turn the earth to the earth, like a child to his mother. And we think of the boy, and we call it a blessing. We turn to each other, and we call it a blessing. Swag.
That too.
Alright, so as you guys have probably all witnessed tonight, this person is amazingly talented. It's been an honor getting to work with you, Caleb, and I can't wait to see you do your Oscar acceptance speech. So I just can't wait to see what you do next. We're gonna miss you a lot here.
Says she works up in the light booth. I don't know if she was down here yet or not, but yay, we're here! Okay, she's here. Don't worry. But she just has every single rehearsal. She comes in on time and she gets her work done, and she's just someone to really look up to because she works hard and she's great at what she does, and I'm really gonna miss her a lot. So bye.
Go, Alyssa!
That was weird. Sorry.
The last senior that we are going to present flowers to today, this is his 11th show with CYT, which is just crazy of the amount of commitment and talent that he has put in. I've had the pleasure of working with Tyler for 3 shows now, and every single time he's been just the most professional, most talented, and just all-around great guy. So, you're good, Tyler.
The adult help that goes on behind the scenes here at Clayton Youth Theater. Last time we could say that, by the way. Clayton Youth Theater.
No more CYT.
There's CYT, but no more CYT, but there's CYT. Anyway, that was a running joke we had. So, we want to thank, first of all, Eric Catelli on hair. We want to thank Miss Julia for the awesome makeup. We got this muddy buddy right here. Awesome, so cool. We also want to thank Justin up above on lights. Diane backstage helping us out back there. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And as always, the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Paul, way up there on sound. We want to thank all the drama mamas that help us out. We always have a mom backstage every night helping us out if anything goes wrong. So we thank them very much. You too, Mom. Love you, Mom, wherever you are. Yeah, Mom! All right. So, and then Caleb, finish us off.
Hi. So we have one last person to thank. This is the woman, the myth, the legend. Miss Nikki, our director, our mom when we're not at home. I don't know, she takes care of us. The most professional daycare center you'll ever see. No, but she's turning us into great people, and I can honestly say that. She's turning us into amazing people. And if she's, there she is!
We have for her today an awesome signed cast photo of us that we put together today. So, this is for you.
Well, thank you all for coming. It's been a pleasure, and we hope to see you at the Wizard of Oz this summer. Thank you so much.